Hey YouTube, this is Venom with Exiled Existence, and today we are recording. We're mere hours away from the Destiny 2 live gameplay reveal. So if you're watching this, or if you're tracking anything going on with Destiny 2 right now, you're probably in either one of two camps. You're either A, extremely excited to the point to where you're beating off to a picture of Cayde with your ghost pillow in one hand, and a replica of the sleeper stimulant in the other. Or you are one of the hardcore haters who insists that Destiny will never ever be a good game because it sucked upon launch, forgetting the fact that Taken King eventually made it a decent game. Don't get me wrong, Destiny was slow in the beginning. I didn't even buy it when it first came out. In fact, I'm one of the people who didn't pick it up until the Taken King came out, when it was actually a decent game. It's got enough content in there now to warrant the $60 sticker. I have noticed a couple weird things about people arguing against Destiny, though. And don't get me wrong, initial releases, that could have gone a whole lot better. I mean, I've heard the horror stories. It was boring to do, and just taking a look at the content that would have been in the game, even with House of Wolves, it wasn't really enough to keep me engaged. Taken King, when I got it, like I said, my whole exposure beginning in Destiny started with the Taken King. And that's when I met the other guys in Exiled Existence. They recruited me to their clan, and I love the game. A couple of the big things that I hear, again, people hate that it sucked upon release. Okay, they fixed that. I give a game company or developer and publisher props when props are due. They unfucked themselves when Taken King. Rise of Iron was a bit more of the Taken King, but I think they were still trying to find its legs as far as the Destiny series goes. So I give them props for that. A lot of people will never let that go, though. Okay, fine, whatever. The other big thing that I hear with a lot of people, and I think this is mainly with people who don't do a lot of MMOs, is that they hated how grindy Destiny was. The exact argument is always used to counteract that, and that is, if you don't play MMOs a lot, you're not going to be used to that kind of grind. In theory. And I say in theory because looking at Call of Duty franchise and any other first-person shooter where you can essentially restart your level, Legacy or whatever the hell they call it, Legacy systems are having to grind for money to buy new weapons or buy new skins or whatever, that argument goes out the window. People just like to bitch. Having to grind in a game is essentially a pleasant time waster, so it's not really a good argument, and Destiny 2, or Destiny's grind, wasn't really bad, so I don't know what the problem was. But, like I said, those are really the two camps that pop up. Either you love the game or you hate it. As far as current Destiny, Destiny 2 has already got its fair share of hardcore fanboys and hardcore haters. I'm somewhere in between. I'm definitely excited about the game, but I have also been burned on pre-orders. Let's just say my pre-order history has been extremely hit and miss. Let's just say my first game I ever pre-ordered was Diablo 3, and the second game I ever pre-ordered was No Man's Sky. I'm sorry, that was my third one. Before that was Fallout 4, so extremely hit or miss. Fallout 4 was awesome, I don't care what you say. Diablo 3 sucked balls. I was done with the game in like 2 days on the hardest difficulty. And No Man's Sky, I definitely up there as one of the most controversial game releases in history. But I am optimistic-ish about Destiny 2. Again, really excited about it. And here in a few hours, we're going to actually get to see the live gameplay reveal. So here's some things we're going to be looking for in this live gameplay reveal, because so far we have no idea what the gameplay is going to be about. We just have what Bungie's told us. So tomorrow we can put a little bit of speculation to rest. We're going to be looking for gameplay, obviously, how the game plays. Is it going to be close to Destiny 1, or have they changed up the format? Has Destiny suddenly become a third-person shooter? I really doubt it, but we'll get, the basic feel of how the gameplay looks. One of the biggest things we want to know about are the subclasses and the powers that we have. Are we going to have any kind of idea on how we get our new powers? Are we going to see, from the beginning gameplay? It'll likely be something along the lines of, we're not going to see much of the story, but we'll get a feel for how some powers are gained or used. We'll get a little bit of a look at the subclasses. Weapons are another thing we're going to be looking at. Hopefully we see some glimpses or some pretty big use out of some of the new weapons that are in there. Story, we could potentially find some story bits. We're going to be deconstructing the live gameplay trailer reveal, or however it looks. everyone's gonna deconstruct the hell out of it and try and suck out every last drop of what's gonna be in the game possible. Items, again, just, it falls on the basic gameplay stuff. Are we going to see a new way to use items? Are we going to have maybe an item wheel, which would have been something that would have been great to have in Destiny 1? Yeah, we don't have that many items that we're going to use in the middle of a mission, but the ones that we would, 3 of coins, your ammo packs, any of the items to increase how much glimmer you get. It'd be nice to be able to just, hit a button or use a trackpad or something and just, quickly use those instead of having to pause the menu, go into it, find the item you want on the next page, and then use it. All of that takes about 15 seconds. 15 seconds is more than life and death in a shooter. Quests, again, going along with storyline. Are we going to get any kind of hint at any quests or storyline things? We'll see. Travel. Potentially seeing how travel is going to actually work in between missions. We've been promised a bit of a more streamlined approach to it versus between each mission we've got to go to orbit, then load back into the tower or, the Iron Lord's hideout, and load back up into orbit when we're done, and then load the mission, and then load into that mission. It was a huge pain in the ass, huge hassle. And then looking at any kind of mini games or crafting they may have in there, pretty much just any other features that might be in the game. So that's what everyone's going to be looking for tomorrow, myself included. Unfortunately, I have work when the gameplay footage is going to be starting, so I won't be able to do any live reaction to it. However, I will be watching it. Luckily, I can watch videos while I'm at work, so I'll be looking at this and taking notes as the gameplay is being revealed. So let me know what you guys are excited about or what you hate about the upcoming Destiny trailer. Let me know if you love Destiny or hate Destiny and why your reasoning is. Thank you guys for coming by. Please like and subscribe. Especially if you love the video or even mildly or amused by it, please hit that like button. It really helps, and definitely please subscribe. Thank you guys for coming by, and we'll see you later.